So. Hey guys, and welcome back to Youtober, day number 20, what is it, the 29th. And today, well, first of all, my name is Cassie if you are new to my channel, and today I'm doing the roommate tag with my roommate Madison. This is Madison and her dog Cooper. I think we've already met him in a video before. So let's just go ahead and get straight into the roommate tag. So we have a list of questions here that we're just going to ask each other and answer, and yeah, that'll be pretty much it. So I'll start. You know each other before you became roommates?
Yes, for like a year.
Yeah, we worked at the library together, which is where we go to school together. What were your first impressions of each other?
Oh, this is my favorite one. I am really extroverted and Cassie's really introverted. So when I would talk to her, she thought I was like weird or something because I would just be so loud. And I don't know, I didn't really have a problem with her because I didn't know her yet. She just had tattoos and didn't meet me, so.
We like worked like the 7:15 to like 10 a.m. shift together. That's pretty much how we met. So when we first got there, we were like early in the morning, and Madison was always really
Polar opposites.
wide awake and like talking, and yeah, but pretty much I thought she didn't like me at first.
I had a really bad like resting.
Yeah,
bitch
she
face.
is RBF, yeah.
Really bad. So
she would like sit there and look at me, and I was like, I don't think she likes me, but she does.
A little.
Because we live together now. Okay.
how long did it take to become friends? Were you friends before becoming roommates? I kind of answered this.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. Yeah, we were friends before we became roommates. I don't know what, like
a couple weeks before like we were totally like comfortable with each other and like talked about like our lives, like personal stuff. Like before it was like, oh hi,
like small talk.
yeah, like, oh what's your major? And then she told me that she doesn't need me, and I like picked on her so bad about it. So
yeah. What do you most commonly argue about?
when they don't respond to my group chats, like we have a roommate group chat and I ask a question and they ignore it because they don't think it's like relevant, and then I get mad and then they're like, we didn't think it was important. And I'm like, that's like my biggest pet peeve is if you do not answer me.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. I don't think we like really argue about anything else. We're pretty like open. What thing does your roommate do that most bothers you? Well, we already know that I have OCD, so I like my bed to be really like neat and perfect, and Madison loves to come in and like jump on my bed and like mess it all up, and she'll rip the pillows off sometimes. So, but she does that because she knows it, she knows it annoys me.
Yeah, I just think it's really funny because she'll be like talking to us and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go into my room, and she knows I'm gonna run into her room, and then she like forcibly pushes me out of her room because she knows I'm gonna go and like unfold her blankets or something. And she hates when Cooper gets on her blankets and like looks out her window. She like has like a major
because his butt goes on my pillow, and
yeah,
I don't want his butt on my pillow.
Yeah, I know, but it's so funny. And she has OCD and I work all the time, so I'm usually like really messy, but I usually try to like contain my mess. But yeah, we're actually really not similar at all. At all.
What do you think of my YouTube?
I really like it. I like how I watch all of her YouTube videos, but she makes me leave the room. Like I would watch them like in her room, like laying in her bed, and she gets so mad at me. She's like, why are you doing that in here? Like you can't do that in here. And I don't know. I like the Youtober challenge. That was fun. Like I gave her a few ideas for that.
Yeah.
I like how she's like broadening out of like exercise stuff and more into like
daily life,
like advice
stuff. Yeah.
Who spends the longest getting ready in the morning? Me.
Definitely her.
It depends. It depends where I'm going. Like if I'm just like going to class, I really don't care. But if I'm like going somewhere, then I usually take a really long time.
She has a lot of hair. So
I do have a lot of
her hair. It takes like 30 minutes to an hour.
Only if it's like wet before. I do take a while to get ready, but like I'm very like if I'm gonna go like out, like I've got to like make sure like everything's done. Like Cassie's like, yeah, here's the mascara, bye, I gotta go.
Yeah, that's pretty much me. I like brush my hair and I'm like, all right,
yeah,
I'm leaving.
And I'm like, I have to do everything.
What is something you didn't notice about each other until you became roommates?
That Cassie has really bad luck.
Yeah.
The worst bad luck I've ever.
Yeah.
I laugh at her bad luck because if I cried with her, it would just make things worse. So every time something bad happens, I just laugh. like, I'm the one that found her car window. If you didn't watch that video, you should go look at it. But, and then her car got dented again, and I found it again, and like everything just happens to just go wrong, and I find it. So
it's not even me, it's like my car. My car is the thing that has the bad luck.
Yeah, and like sometimes Cassie needs advice on things, and then I give her advice, and then she's too afraid to do things, and then she embarrasses herself, and I just have to laugh at her a lot. Like, I didn't think I'd have to laugh at her this much, but I laugh at her all the time, in a good way. Ever get tired of seeing each other? Because we barely see each other.
And that she works all the time. Like, she'll be, if she works at the bar, then she's gone until like 3 a.m. sometimes, and I'm already asleep, so.
Cassie goes to bed really early, and most of my jobs I don't even get done till like 9, and like I'll always be like up in the living room doing homework, and she'll wake up at like 7 or like 6 to go to the gym, and she's asked me to go to the gym so many times, but like we don't really see each other as much as we should see each other.
Yeah, for like people living together. So when we do see each other, we don't get annoyed. How do you avoid tension while living together? Well, I don't know. I think we like put the things that annoyed us out when we first became roommates, like doing dishes. We both agreed that you do your dishes and don't leave them like full of food in the sink.
Yeah, we're pretty understanding about that, like, because I'll like be in a hurry, so like at least like if I can't wash my dish, like I make sure it's like there's no food on it, and I'll like come back to it or something, but like nothing like major.
Yeah, and yeah, just like telling each other, you know, if something annoys you, don't be passive aggressive about it.
Like ruin her blankets on her bed, but I still do that because that's just really funny.
Yeah.
That's not gross. Dishes are gross.
Yeah, just talk to your roommate and you know what is okay and not okay. That way you don't get in arguments all the time. Do you have a roommate agreement or a set of rules?
No, not at all. I don't think my roommates last year were very we didn't get along. Like, one of them barely even lived here, and the other one would just do things just to like make me mad or stuff. And Cassie heard about it because I worked with her, so I'd always tell her about it. And our other roommate, Jillian, we like posted on our college page to see if we could find another roommate, and I think one of the rules was, I think just one of the things was, we don't care what you do, just be nice to my dog. That was like my main thing, was be nice to my dog.
You have to like
You have to like my dog if you want to live here. Like, you have to like it, because my other roommates didn't, and they were just so mean to him all the time, and I didn't want to like leave him when I was at work. Like, I didn't want to have to bring him to another friend's house. Like, I wanted to be able to like trust my roommates, like taking care of him, which they do. They're really good about it. So
I like him. He gets really hyper sometimes. Do you share a bathroom, and how do you deal with it? We have different schedules, so I feel like none of us are really ever like in the bathroom when someone else wants to get in the bathroom.
Yeah,
like,
unless it's like we're like showering, we like leave the door unlocked, so like if I'm in the shower, like she can get in and like do her stuff, or like vice versa, stuff like that. Unless like our roommate's boyfriend's here, then like actually like I pee with the door open if it's just my roommates, but like if someone else is here, I shut it, stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't, the bathroom isn't a big deal because none of us really take that long in the bathroom. I feel like if I wake up and go to the gym and then I'm showering, and then she is like awake when I get back and I'm in the shower, she'll just come in and pee, and then that's pretty much it. Then I get out and I'm done. I have like no counter space in my room, or like really bad lighting, so I always have to do my makeup and my hair, so like I leave my stuff in there, and they have yet to yell at me about it, so I'm just kind of waiting. Have your roommates' friends become your friends? I feel like, yeah, I mean, definitely Madison doesn't have her friends over very often.
I have my boyfriend over a lot.
Yeah,
Cassie and Walter are friends. Yeah. His name's not really Walter, but
Kyle. She calls him Walter.
Like, we're really good friends with our roommate Jillian's boyfriend Derek. He's really sweet. We were already kind of friends with like similar people, like a girl that we work with, Val. So that wasn't like a big deal. And Cassie hasn't really had anybody here yet, like
from like my hometown. I haven't had people here, and
I don't really have people over.
Yeah, and Jillian, our other roommate, her friends, we like them, but again, the only time like we really have people over is on the weekends when we're going out, and most of the time it's the people we all already are like mutually friends with. Do you use your roommate's things without asking? Yes. Yeah, I use my roommate's mirror all the time. I have like a full, like big full-length mirror in my room. You've probably seen it if you've watched my vlogs. But yeah, her and Jillian both just come in my room and look at it, and it's not a big deal. I like picked on her so bad about the fact that she brought this huge mirror, not like an over-the-door mirror. I'm like, you are so extra. You do not need this mirror, and I love it so much because the placement of it, just like natural light. So every morning, like I don't like
Like the lighting in my room is so bad because I only have one little window. So I just go into Cassie's room when she's not home. I'm like, I didn't touch your stuff, but I did use your mirror every time.
Yeah, and it's, yeah, I mean, if it's something like big, we'd ask each other, but stuff like, we just, like little stuff, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Do you cook together or separately? Separate, yeah. I mean, we've had like a few dinners with like each other where someone cooks and we share, but again, we have different schedules, so I'll often eat, like she'll be gone when I'm eating, and then she eats late at night and I like to eat early. I don't usually like even cook anything. Like I don't even think I have that much food in the fridge right now. Like I was looking earlier and I was like, yeah, whatever, should probably go grocery shopping. But Cassie's always like, you never eat, because she never sees me eat. And like she'll just be like, well, you don't eat, you want this food? You want to eat this? And she tries to like shove like this spicy like rice down my throat. I'm like, I don't like spicy food. She doesn't like my food. That's it, because I cook weird things. They're not weird, they're just like spicy stuff. And like I do like her like cake things. Oh, I make mug cakes, and yeah, they're really good. Those are really good. Yeah. Have you met your roommate's family or been to their home? I haven't met Madison's family other than Cooper. Madison met mine when my parents moved me in, but her family lives in Georgia, so yeah, so I don't even really see my family because they live so far away. So yeah, my family lives 2 hours away as well, so yeah, I don't know. What is the best memory you have with your roommate? It's gonna be the worst, but I think it was when her car window got smashed. It was probably the worst timing ever, and it was probably like the worst memory to have, but it was just so like, I couldn't stop laughing, and then she was crying, but I started laughing because she was just so pissed off. And it was just funny because I walk out and like my bouncers were still at the bar, and I called them, and in 0.2 seconds they're there. Like these big guys are like running down the road trying to find out who did it, and like it's probably the worst memory to have, but it was just really funny. Yeah, I'd say, I don't know, I felt like that at that point, I don't know, like when something bad happens, you just like get to another level with somebody, because you just have to know how to handle it. And Madison just made me, she like made me laugh because she was like, oh yeah, oh by the way, your taillights are on at 3 in the morning. And I'm like, oh, and she just walked directly past the shattered window. Okay, the light was not, like there was no light on the window. I didn't see the glass or anything. There was like just a cinder block chilling next to my car with a bunch of glass. I would pick on her so bad about it. Like we'd be sitting there at work and I'd be like, hey, how's your car? And she's like, really? And I'm like, yep. And like I'm just so mean about it. Like, because I feel like if that happened to me, I'd want it to be picked on about. Like I wouldn't want to be like serious. Such like an awkward thing to say, like, oh, your car. Yeah. She also hates driving her car. I would like to point that out. If any opportunity comes that I need like my car driven, she will take it in 2 seconds because she loves driving my car. My car is nothing special at all, but she just likes my car over her car. It's got Bluetooth and it's new, so. Oh, yeah. Being roommates affected your relationship? Yeah, I feel like it made us like closer. I don't know, I feel, because when you just work together, like when we were at the library, then we hung out a few times when like last year, but I just feel like you learn a lot more about each other when you live together. Like there are definitely some things I didn't know about Madison before I lived with her. Like what? Like just how, I mean, I know you're like exuberant, but like she's like exuberant. I'm like really messy too. You should see my room. I like cleaned it and Cassie had a heart attack. She was like, oh my god, is this your floor? I can see your chair. Like, you know that typical, like the chair that has all the clothes on it? Like I don't have one of those, but Madison definitely does. I have a chair, I have a dresser, I have a counter, I have like a nightstand. Like I have a bunch of stuff where I just throw stuff on, but at work, like we have like a couple bosses that we like really like, and then we have a couple that we don't like, whatever. And it'll be funny because Cassie will just text me at work and she's like, I'm gonna kill somebody. Like I hate everybody, and we'll just be annoying. Like I'll be in the back and she'll be waiting for her shift and I'll just be like, hey, you're ugly. And like people like who don't know that we're roommates are like, did you just call her ugly? Yeah. And they thought that we were gonna hate each other so much. Like after Cassie signed the lease, they're like, so you guys are gonna be roommates? You guys are gonna argue, like get so mad at each other, and we're like, we don't. And like every time I see Cassie, I'm like, we're like fine, but they're just like so surprised. But they're like, oh, it's coming. Like winter is coming. The storm is coming. You're gonna hate each other. And it's been what, 3 months? August, September, October, yeah, 3 months. Like we could care less, and I kind of don't want to graduate because I don't want to, because like I'm like, am I ever gonna have roommates that I like ever again? Like this is like not the first time, but especially in college I feel like it's hard. Like you either have a good experience or you have a bad experience, and when I was a freshman, I had a bad experience, and then my sophomore year, one roommate I really liked, and then in my junior year, I liked my roommates, I just wasn't close with them. And then my senior year, I liked them.
She has me,
yeah.
and Jillian, and Jillian sleeping.
Good roommates.
Or we would wake her up. We should go wake her up. We should go record throwing something at her. That'd be so funny.
No,
See,
because Derek's in there.
Oh, whatever, who cares? I'm the evil one. It doesn't even matter. But I think if you find roommates that you like, or that like you think you don't find somebody that's so similar to you though.
Yeah.
We have nothing in common.
Besides, we do have stuff in common.
Like
we
scary
love
movies, like Marshalls, like stuff like that, like little things. But like, if you're two introverted people, it's probably not gonna work very well. Like our roommate's like the perfect in between of us, unless she's drinking, then she's like whoop. But she's like the perfect in between. So it's just the four of us in our little apartment.
Yeah, and get a dog because dogs are great.
Get a little dog. I already had him, but they like him.
Yeah, but I think that is all of our questions. So I hope you guys enjoyed meeting Madison, my one roommate. Maybe you'll meet Jillian in another one. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. And I will see you guys for the next Youtober video.
Bye.